Hello mate, it is the 14th of July. Yeah, something I noticed about the last year and a half is that there have been so many things from my childhood, well, okay, earlier childhood, well, yeah, I've only got 2 hours left to be in a child legally, so, but anyway, yeah, my, like, year 6 self that are making a comeback in the last year. For instance, Star Wars Battlefront made a comeback. Love it. Force Awakens was released. And the Red Dwarf series is coming out. Literally, all we need is a new Takeshi's Castle series and SpongeBob to be rebooted in a much better series than what it's currently releasing. And then basically that's my childhood complete before I'm 18. But unfortunately that's not going to happen. But the only other thing that is being rebooted is Robot Wars. And yeah, that is coming way sooner than I expected it to. And you know what I'll be doing? No. I'm 17. I'm not that mature. No, actually I will be watching it. Like, I did say probably about the last 3 years, well, until it was announced it's coming back, I did hate it. But that was only because of some members of the community, man. Like, it was only fan mode Rebel, which was immature, but the actual show was awesome. Actually intelligent. It wasn't just playing with toys and everything. It is actually really good. And that's coming back is just amazing. Like, I didn't expect it, but and it's only announced to like January something, like sometime in January, and like it's only took 6 months for it to come back. I mean, 10 days until it comes back. Like, I mean, I knew about Force Awakens coming out for 3.25 years. Robot was only 6 months, like, and it's already here. But either way, yeah, I'll be watching it, and I won't say it looks incredible, but I don't know, it must be better than the last 2 series. But anyway, yeah, I'll be watching that, and I am hyped, but I'm not going to redo custom Robot Wars ever. Literally never. Okay? Never, 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 never. Even if the series turns out to be really successful, because I'm 17 and what I was doing was the equivalent of about like a 7-year-old. So, yeah, it was dark days for my YouTube channel, and I'm a much better vlogger than I am a toy player. Actually, I just realised what this twisty thing does. Twist the camera. I was hoping to remove the lopsided angles because it looks pretty lopsided, but this actually changes the height of the tripod, so way how high can it go? Wait, I'm just going to do this. How high can it go? Oh, that's how high it can go. Wait, I'm going to do the rest of the vlog like this. Honestly, I don't know what the hell's happening then. But yeah, I'm really hyped for it, and I'm wondering, Matt, did you ever watch Robot Wars? And if so, or even if not, are you going to watch the new series? It's going to take Top Gear's spot, and I'm pretty sure this reboot's going to be better than that other reboot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Robot Wars is going to be better than Top Gear, well, the new series. So anyway guys, let's get into the review. Now, yet again, like I said last night, I'm so glad I don't have to review the other movie that I watched, because I can't even remember it after 5 days. So yeah, at least I'm reviewing a new movie, Central Intelligence. Let's go. Right, so Central Intelligence is basically a story about 2 high school friends who grew up going several directions. One of them was kind of the top achiever, went down to being, you know, a nobody, played by Kevin Hart, and the other one was the biggest loser, but he ended up working for the CIA, and he wants to meet up with Kevin Hart, played by Dwayne Johnson, wants to meet up with Kevin Hart's character to kind of help him in his latest case. And it's also tied a story about there's a reunion at the high school happening very shortly, and Yeah, and it's basically a spy action film with a lot of comedy, and it's kind of just about two friends meeting up again. So it's quite a simple story, but the characters I think are a bit too simple. There's nothing really complex about the characters. I'm not seeing Kevin Hart in a lot of films, but he is much better in Central Intelligence than Get Hard. He's not irritating, unlike Get Hard, and you know you can actually laugh him a bit. So I've got to give him props for that. He can be not. I suppose Dwayne Johnson kind of falls into the same role every single time, the tough guy. So yeah, I don't really have an opinion about him. If you've seen Fast and Furious 7, he's pretty much the character in Fast and Furious 7. And San Andreas. It basically plays the same character in everything. So yeah, there's also the agents from the CIA who kind of confused Dwayne Johnson's character into being a double agent working for the other side. They're kind of working on a stock exchange thing, and there's money which is going to go to someone else, to someone called a Black Badger, and it's a really complex plot in the spy department. I think it could have been a lot simpler. And yeah, I think it does get a bit. I did say it's a simple story, but that's a concept. The actual story was a bit too complicated. I didn't really know what the hell was going on. You just kind of when yeah, you know what's going to happen. They're going to get out at the end of the day unscathed. Films can be defeated, and yeah. But I will say this: there a few weeks ago in the story, in terms of the story, Dwayne Johnson's partner was killed. But obviously, well, okay, spoiler alert. So if you want to don't want to know what happens, mute the video and I'll put my hand up when it's stopped. Yeah, spoiler alert, his partner is actually the Black Badger, who is barely focused on at all, and his main villain is only really there for one final showdown. Yeah, and there's another character who's like a bully for his high school. I think the movie would have been better if the bully would have been the villain, and they changed it from CIA to police, so it'd be a bit more local, because you knew nothing about his partner. And the bully, you knew they had a history together, so it'd been overcoming two things if Dwayne Johnson defeated the bully. So I don't know, that would have been a bit better if it's kind of a local thing. Police, they're kind of robbers, and then it turns out to be the bully, kind of who's kind of friends with Kevin Hart, but then as soon as he meets Dwayne Johnson, it's kind of like, oh, I shouldn't really do this. So they kind of get into a gunfight at the end, and then like he's overcome both the bully. In this movie, he kills his partner. You feel nothing because you didn't know his partner. So yeah, that's kind of a thing I'd change about the movie. It's a bit too complicated, and you know you feel a lot. But for it being a comedy, how the laughs, they are mostly there, but only between the second scene and the second last scene. Because the first scene is awkward, you don't really want to laugh, but then you know they want you to laugh. You know what I mean if you see in the movie, and the last scene's pretty much the exact same as the first scene, for the exact same reasons, like, can I really get away with this, and is this really overcoming anything, and the movie should have ended before this scene, and it wasn't really funny, but everything in the middle, I think most jokes hit home. There weren't any that fell completely flat, there was a bit of laughter, and there was, even a couple of times, I was uncontrollably laughing, a little bit. I mean, they're light chuckles, but a couple of times I was actually laughing, so comedy, it is okay. And then the action part, like I said, I don't think the CIA should have been a part of it, and you don't really know who the villain is. So you're like, what is the aim of these action scenes? And yeah, you don't feel a lot while watching them, and you're kind of like, wait, how does Kevin Hart know what the hell he's doing? But you do see some of the CIA things and Dwayne Johnson in it, and I think they could have experimented more with Dwayne Johnson's ability, because you didn't really see a lot of what he could do. So yeah, they just kind of get out of these action scenes until the last one, which there was something in the last action scene that surprised me, and I was a little bit, ooh, this could develop into a really interesting non-comedy story. But then 2 minutes later it's just thrown out the window, and yeah, and like the spoiler complaint, it kind of ends you up making you not really feel anything for the main characters. So overall, it's probably the most okay movie ever. There's not really a lot of good stuff, not really a ton of bad stuff. There's the only real complaint I have about the complex story. Not the simple concept. Simple concept's brilliant, but the complicated story is terrible, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I would say it's far from the best, but far from the worst, but far from the best. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but I don't know about you, but you liked Fast and Furious 7, so you'll probably like this. I probably had the same opinions about this I did about Fast and Furious 7, like kind of just bang average. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for the vlog. And yeah, did you like Robot Wars, and are you gonna watch a new series? And see you on Saturday.